Welcome. I'm going to share here the purpose of our meeting today. The purpose of our meeting is this is an initial meeting, and all that means is it's the first time that we're coming together as a team to talk about Kevin and to come up with a plan that hopefully we can help to support him in his learning, okay? Introductions and roles. Before we get to that, for today's meeting, if you could introduce yourself and say your title, but then also, what is your role today? And what that means is, what is it that you're bringing to the table today to talk about Kevin and to share? Okay, so Mrs. Galindo, you tell us your role.
Well, I'm Kevin's mom, and he's a good kid, but I'm really worried that he's just not progressing in his reading skills.
Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I think that's why we're here, right? To talk about that. But your role today is of utmost importance, because you were his first teacher. And so we really look forward to hearing from you and sharing how he's doing at home and in the community. So welcome. Mr. Galindo. Mrs. O'Shea.
Hi everybody, of course you guys know me. I'm Kevin's teacher, and I'm here today to talk about how he's doing in my classroom.
My name is Dr. Sofia Hermosillo, and I'm the school psychologist. And I'm just here to share the strengths and the challenges from the assessments that I have done.
Excellent. Okay, here's our agenda. You can see we're up here doing a few things, but we're in present levels. There's eligibility, it matches here, then goals and services. Just sort of a roadmap to get us to these outcomes. Does this work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Yes? Get it? Okay, excellent. But for purposes of our conversation now, again, asked you to come with strengths and challenges, and everybody's coming with their bulleted strengths and challenges so that we can have a conversation and be able to determine eligibility, okay? So I'll go ahead and start with you, Mr. and Mrs. Galindo.
Would you like me to step up and
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Okay. What strengths do you see at home, in the community, about your son?
Well,
Anything else that you notice at home?
well, he really loves to do like math puzzles specifically.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. So let's get math puzzles on there, and then let me ask you, Mrs. O'Shea, what about math in your classroom?
Actually, I was glad that you said math, because right now in my classroom, in math, he's got a 92%. It's a definite strength for him.
Oh, good. Let's capture that, 92%. Mrs. Sanchez, did you find that in your assessment?
Yes, I was actually going to share.
Excellent. Okay, we could probably go on and on about strengths for Kevin. However, does this look like just a good snapshot of where he is right now? We can all get an agreement on that. I'm looking at each one of you. Excellent. So let's go ahead and put an A up there for agreement. And now let's move on to challenges. And again, I want to open that up to you, Mr. and Mrs. Galindo. What are you concerned with?
Well, really, his reading, when at home, he really struggles with it, and he just doesn't like to do it, and he just tends to shut down.
Okay, reading, shut down. Do you see that too, Mr.
Yeah, I
Galindo?
agree with that. He gets really frustrated.
Okay. Reading, what do you see in class?
He is definitely frustrated and has difficulty with reading in my classroom as well.
He does. Okay.
I'll put a check there.
Let's go. What did you find in your assessment?
So in my assessment, we actually saw that he was struggling with his fluency and his phonics.
Okay, let me ask you, explain what fluency means.
So fluency is
The team continued to share Kevin's challenges that were identified through the evaluation process. Once all of his strengths and challenges were shared, discussed, and agreed upon, the psychologist proposes that he meets the criteria of a student with a specific learning disability. The team discusses the proposal and agrees to proceed with the meeting to create the initial IEP.
I want to ask you, Mrs. Sanchez, do you have any proposals for goals?
Yeah, I'll be proposing to address his fluency, that he'll improve his fluency level to 60 words per minute by the end of first grade.
Excellent. So 60 words per minute for fluency. And that's good too, because I heard you say earlier that that was about where a first grader should be. Yeah, okay, very good. And that's good too, because if we look over at our challenges, we had fluency as a concern. So let's put a number 1 by that and that, just to show that we've addressed that. Excellent.
The special education teacher will continue to propose goals, and the facilitator and charter will work together to show how the goals are linked to the agreed upon challenges. If there are challenges that are not addressed with goals, those will be considered during the discussion of accommodations and modifications. We will now continue with services and placement.
Mrs. Sanchez, about how many minutes of specialized instruction do you think you need to accomplish those goals we just agreed to?
So I'm going to be proposing that he.
Any other questions by anybody at this point? Okay. Can we, looking at that, does that look like a good plan? Can we agree to try that?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So let's put an A up there for agreement. All right. On our services, there will be some paperwork that Mrs. Sanchez will be doing, and we'll need some signatures and stuff, so we'll do that at the end. But before that, I really want to take a minute to acknowledge this team. So much work went into this before we got to the table today. So first of all, I want to say I really appreciate both of you meeting ahead of time with the family, going over your assessments, going over your reports, so that when we came together as a team, we could really target what we needed to as a team to make eligibility determination. And I appreciate that you two took the time. What I'd like to do is a quick debrief about the meeting process. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pluses, and this is about change. So this just means, what about this process worked for you so that we can continue to do it again when we meet time and time again if we need to, okay? What worked? This is a Greek symbol for change. It's called a delta. It's about what is within our power to change next time to make this a better process for you. So what could we do, if anything, to make it better for you that's within our power? Okay, let's start with the positives. What worked for you guys about this process?
Well, I feel like
Okay, very good.
Sure.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, team.